I used to think confidence was something you were born with, that some people just had it, the swagger, the voice, the ability to walk into a room and own it. And me, I felt like I was always faking it, smiling on the outside but doubting every move on the inside. Until one day I realized something life-changing. Real confidence doesn't come from being the loudest person in the room. It comes from being the most grounded person in the room, the kind of confidence that doesn't shout. It just is. And the secret? It's not in genetics. It's in habits. Daily, small, unsexy habits that build you up from the inside out. Today, I want to share 8 of those habits, the exact ones that help me go from insecure to unshakable. Let's dive in. Habit 1, keep the promises you make to yourself. It sounds simple, but it's one of the most powerful foundations of real confidence. When you constantly break your own promises, skipping the gym, snoozing your alarm, procrastinating on that project, you're quietly telling yourself that your word doesn't matter. Over time, your brain starts to believe that you can't be trusted. And if you can't trust you, why would you feel confident? But the opposite is also true. When you say, I'll wake up at 6, and you do, even if it's hard, something shifts. When you say, I'll go for a 10-minute walk, and you follow through, no matter how small, you're building proof. Evidence that you are someone who shows up, that you are someone who follows through. And the more proof you collect, the stronger your confidence becomes, not because of what others think, but because of what you know about yourself. Think about it like this. If a friend kept breaking promises to you, how would that relationship feel? Now flip it. What kind of relationship are you building with yourself? Confidence isn't built by pretending you're perfect. It's built by being dependable to you. So start small. Make a promise you know you can keep today. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water. Maybe it's writing one sentence, then do it again tomorrow. And again. Over time, those little kept promises become a quiet strength. Not loud, not showy, just solid. You'll walk taller. You'll speak clearer. Because deep down you'll know, I can count on me. That's confidence. From the inside out. Habit 2, speak to yourself like someone you love. Most people go through life with a harsh voice inside their head. You are not good enough. You always mess things up. Why can't you be like them? And the worst part, they don't even notice it. It's like background noise, constant, corrosive, and powerful. But here's the truth. If someone else talked to you the way you talk to yourself, you'd call it verbal abuse. So why do we tolerate it from ourselves? Confidence isn't just about action. It's about identity, and identity is shaped by the words we repeat, especially the ones we whisper to ourselves when no one's watching. That's why this habit matters. Start speaking to yourself like someone you love, gently, encouragingly, like a best friend would. When you mess up, don't say, you're such an idiot. Say, why, that was tough, but I'm learning. When you look in the mirror, don't focus on your flaws. Find one thing you're proud of, one small win, one kind word. This isn't cheesy. This is rewiring. Your brain believes repetition. And if you repeat kindness, grace, and belief, confidence will grow. Not from arrogance, but from inner safety. Because people who feel safe inside themselves don't need to prove anything to the world. They just show up, grounded, steady, real. Habit 3, do uncomfortable things on purpose. There's a myth that confident people are fearless, that they're born bold, brave, ready for anything. But the truth is the opposite. Confident people feel fear. They just act anyway. Because they've trained themselves in discomfort. They've learned that doing hard things is not a punishment. It's a privilege. It builds a kind of mental muscle that nothing else can. So here's the habit. Do one thing every day that makes you uncomfortable. Not something dangerous. Just something that stretches you. Take the cold shower, make the phone call, speak up in the meeting. Wake up early, say no, say yes. The task itself doesn't matter, the message does. And that message is, I do hard things, I don't hide. Every time you choose discomfort on purpose, you're casting a vote for a stronger identity. And those votes, they add up. You don't become confident in one leap. You build it brick by brick. through repetition, through action, through choosing the challenge instead of the comfort. Because a comfortable life may feel safe, but it rarely feels powerful. And confidence? It comes from power. The power to trust yourself even when things get hard. Habit 4, protect your inputs, guard your mind. Your confidence isn't just built by what you do, it's also shaped by what you consume. Every scroll, every headline, every voice you allow into your mental space is shaping your inner world, for better or worse. Think of your mind like a garden. What you feed it grows. If all you feed it is fear, comparison, gossip, and noise, that's exactly what will grow. You can't plant weeds and expect roses. That's why confident people guard their inputs like gold. They're intentional with what they watch, read, and listen to. They don't let toxic voices live rent-free in their head. They limit drama. They unfollow chaos. They curate their world with care. This doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing what deserves your energy. Instead of doom scrolling, read one page of something that lifts you up. Instead of filling your ears with noise, try silence, or something that feeds your soul. Every day you're programming your mind. The question is, who's in charge of the code? Take the wheel. Take back your inputs. Because you can't build confidence on a foundation of mental pollution. You build it with clarity, intention, and boundaries. Habit 5, dress like the person you are becoming. What you wear may seem superficial, but it's not. Your clothes speak before you do. They tell the world, and more importantly, tell yourself who you believe you are. And no, this isn't about expensive brands or following trends. It's about intention. When you get dressed with care, you show up differently. You carry yourself with a little more pride. You stand a little taller. You act like the person you're becoming, not the version you're trying to leave behind. Think about it. Would the confident, disciplined version of you wear pajamas to an important meeting? Probably not. So why wear the emotional equivalent of pajamas to the rest of your life? Dressing with intention is a daily reminder. I respect myself. I'm not waiting for confidence. I'm dressing into it. So tomorrow, choose one thing that makes you feel sharp. Maybe it's your favorite shirt. Maybe it's standing up straight. Maybe it's just brushing your hair with presence. Whatever it is, do it on purpose. Because confidence doesn't just live in your mind. It lives in your posture, your breath, and yes, in your outfit. Habit 6, keep small promises. In public confidence isn't built in private. It's tested and proven in public. One of the fastest ways to build inner confidence is to say you'll do something and then do it where others can see. Not to impress them, but to impress upon yourself that your word has weight, even under pressure. Start small. Say, I will be there at 9 and show up at 8:55. Tell a friend you're working on a goal, then actually do the work. Post a daily habit on social media and stick to it. Why does this matter? Because when your actions align with your words, you become someone you trust. And self-trust is the foundation of confidence. It's not about shouting your goals from rooftops. It's about quiet, visible follow-through. Every public promise kept, no matter how small, is a vote for the version of you that is consistent, responsible, and real. That's how you become unshakable. Not through noise, but through proof. Habit 7, reflect instead of react. When something triggers you, a rude comment, a rejection, a setback, your brain wants to react. Snap back, defend, hide. But true confidence doesn't explode. It expands. And that expansion happens in the space between stimulus and response. Confident people pause. They ask, why did that bother me? What's actually true here? How do I want to respond, not how I feel like responding? This moment of reflection rewires your power. Instead of being controlled by emotions, you begin to lead them. You become grounded, not shaken. Practicing this habit builds emotional maturity, which is the silent engine of self-confidence. It's not about ignoring your feelings. It's about choosing your response instead of being owned by your reaction. The more you master that pause, the more powerful you become. Habit 8, show up as the person you want to become. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you create by acting like the version of you who already has it. Ask yourself each morning, if I were confident, how would I walk into this room? How would I speak into this meeting? What would I say yes to or no to? You don't fake it. You practice it. You borrow the energy of your future self and wear it like armor. And the more you show up like that, the more natural it becomes. Confidence grows when identity and behavior align. You don't wait to feel ready. You act as if you already are. That's how belief is built, from action, not waiting. Real confidence isn't loud. It's quiet. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about being better than who you were yesterday. And that kind of confidence, it doesn't arrive overnight. It's built one habit at a time, one promise kept, one decision to speak kindly to yourself, to face the uncomfortable, to pause before reacting, to show up like the version of you who already believes. So if you're still doubting yourself, it's okay. You're not behind, you're just becoming someone grounded, respected, unshakable. And it all begins with how you show up today. Don't wait for confidence to find you. Go build it. You already have everything inside you. You just need to activate it.